Hey, what's up, YouTube? I am with Michael Stewart. We went to regionals together this past weekend. It was the Frederick regionals held by Dream Wizards. And before we start, nice mat. Where'd you get that?
It's not really a game mat. It's more of a mouse pad. And I found it at my dad's work when I was helping him make some t-shirts one day. So
This is what you play at regionals with?
Oh, I play this at every tournament I go to. Yu-Gi-Oh is a tough game. Sometimes you need to go back to paradise.
Right. All right, cool. So, is this your first regionals?
Oh, no. This is, I don't know. I've been to a lot of regionals, but this isn't my first.
Okay. So how'd you do?
I didn't do that well. I went 6-3. So that's like around, I placed in the 60s. So it was an average performance. But, I mean, I brought Inzektors to play, so...
That's not bad. Inzektors. When was the last time they were good?
I mean, they're still decent, but they're not tier 1 anymore. I'll definitely tell you that much.
Okay.
All right.
So, what were your matchups like?
A lot of meta stuff. I played... Like, I actually had the list. Let me take a look. I played, like, Macro Rabbit. I played Mermail's Prophecies, Fire Fist. My losses was Macro Rabbit, Wind Up, and Lightsworn. Lightsworn was the toughest matchup of them all.
Why was Lightsworn the toughest?
Because things that people normally would side or don't play anymore, like Veilers and Crow, he mained 3 Veilers and sided Crows and stuff, like all the hand trap stuff, which is my weakness. And I didn't draw well, but, I mean, he had the cards to beat me, so you can't take that away from him.
That's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, 6-3, that's not bad. 498 people showed up, right?
Yeah, it was around 500 people.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, you want to see the deck?
Sure, that's what we came for.
Alright, I got 1 card D, 2 card troopers. They're your plus package to set up your plays. Instead of the tour guide, I play the 2 tomato and the Armageddon Knight. It kind of replaces... Actually, Armageddon Knight replaces Sangan really well. It may be kind of better because it doesn't require going to the grave. When you just summon it, it just throws it in. And even if you mill it off Trooper and call it back, you still get its effect because it's whenever it's summoned in any sort of fashion.
Right.
Then I play the standard Inzektor stuff. 3 centipedes, dragonfly.
You don't play 3 dragonflies?
Yeah, I mean, I would.
I think that's why you lost.
Yeah. I play 1 hornet, the 3 ladybugs. I mean, this is like standard stuff. You need 3 ladybugs. This day and age, you can't play with just 2. I play 2 Gigamantis over 1 because it helps you OTK faster. And sometimes you'll mill 1 off a trooper and you're playing with like ladybugs in your hand and you're just trying to make the best out of a bad scenario. And I think playing 2 helps me with that. Instead of playing I took out Dark Arm Dragon for it. I felt Dark Arm was a little more inconsistent. And then I play 2 Thunder Kings. You play 3 Call the Haunted. So 2 Thunder Kings with Call the Haunted it's really good. A lot of games, sometimes I'll win not even by Inzektor stuff, but like summoning a Thunder King and setting 2, one of which is Call the Haunted, and then people can't play out of that. For spells, I play the big 3, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole Heavy. 3 Typhoons. I mean, you have to play 3 Typhoons. There are too many power traps that are continuous these days you need to get rid of. And you can pop your own stuff. I only play 1 Lance. I couldn't find space for a second. And 2 Duality. And a Foolish to help with the search. And then for field presence and OTKs, I play the 2 swords. They're really good. The swords are always amazing. Even if, I mean, they have macro out and then you just drop a sword after you equip like a ladybug or a hornet to your centipede, and then it's just a really big monster at that point. For traps, I play the 2 Solemns. I only play 2 Threatening Roar. A lot of people know about Threatening Roar and Inzektors these days, so it's not as big of an ace card as it used to be. They're really able to play more conservative around it, and they just won't extend into OTKs as fast as they used to. Regeki Break, I play 3. It's like the best card. It's the best trap in the deck, maybe the best card, other than the Inzektor package. It won me so many games defensively, offensively. I mean, it can be used in so many different ways. It's just amazing. And then 3 Call the Haunted.
Okay, now go.
All right, and then I have the extra deck. I got
Wait, hold on, sorry. Start over.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now? Alright, then I have the extra deck. I got one Gachi. He's alright. You can make him, but usually it's not the best play to make him, so if you don't play him, it's fine. Then I play the heavy level 3 package, which I think you need to play pretty much every one of these cards. They all help me at some point in time, except for Wind-Up Zen Mains. I actually might have made him once, but generally he's not the best play because he hides some of your best cards. Or if I extend really hard and don't finish an OTK, I'll finish up by overlaying into him, main phase 2, but you don't really need the Zen Mains anymore. Play 2 rank 4s. I play Utopia Shockmaster. You make Shockmaster a lot more than you think in this deck. And Utopia is pretty good because he's like a threatening roar attached to protect your centipede or even ladybugs you may have on the field. Then I play 3 rank 5s, Tyrus, Volcasaurus, and Exostag. Exostag just breaks weird combos like Garudix and other graveyard presence to have their effects fall off. And then, but generally you're either going to make Tyrus to have general pop, but it's really Volcasaurus because he just deals so much damage. He's incredible. I made him a couple times, but I didn't make the other 2 during the tournament. But you still want to keep them for deck utility. Then I play 2 rank 6s, Strike Bouncer and Exabeetle. You could sometimes get up to these guys. Sometimes I'll make Strike Bouncer because he's still really good. But I actually did make Exabeetle against Prophecies in the tournament to go for a win. And the new play is to not equip him with Sangan and Search, but to equip him with Gigamantis. And then you send the Gigamantis another one of their monsters. And then I detached the Dragonfly from him, so I re-specialed the Dragonfly that I detached from him and just went for OTK. And then you play the Gaia Charger as the last card in the extra deck, just for Exabeetles, Exostags, Volcasaurus. He's just nice utility. He's needed at 1. You don't need any more than that, though.
Okay, cool. And let's see the side deck.
Okay. Do I need to do that? Because I didn't say all the rank 3's names.
No, that's fine. I mean, you could, but go for it.
Okay, for the side deck that I played 2 Raikos. Really good. You side out Troopers against, like, Macro Rabbit. Because they don't have... They're pretty bad against Macro Rabbit, but Raikos are really good in that matchup and some other matchups. I played 2 DD Crows. They're really good against certain matchups, especially now in Yu-Gi-Oh! That they're limiting cards that have good utility in the graveyard, such as Hornet or Dandelion. DD Crow is pretty important to the game. I played 2 spells, Mind Control and Book of Moon. They're kind of like pseudo dark holes. Like, they allow you to make go-ahead plays from your hand. And then traps in my side deck were 2 Rivalry of Warlords, 2 Debunk, 3 Soul Drain, and 2 Dust Tornado. And that's the whole deck.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna start it.
Alright, and that's the deck. So how do you feel about it?
It's decent. It's definitely. I think its playability is definitely going down. I don't think you could play it going into next format just because a Spellbook of Fate, I believe. Like, I beat 2 spellbooks, but I think they misplayed because if you go Dragonfly, equip the Hornet, and they flip it, it doesn't target. So even if you lance your Dragonfly, they can just banish the Hornet off it. Then your Dragonfly still can't equip that turn. That deck's it's just such a terrible matchup for Inzektors coming up, and that deck's going to be everywhere with Judgment coming out.
Yeah, that's true. So after playing it at regionals, are there any changes you would like to make with the deck, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, there'd be a couple changes. The main deck I think is pretty solid. Threatenings may come in and out, but generally I think I'll leave them just because they still are a good tech card, even though people see them coming. I would make changes to my side deck, like just taking a look at it. The side deck, I mean, there's some cards. I would switch one of the Crows for a Veeler. Just because Crow's really good in that it banishes some cards that just need to go. But I think you only need 1 for the deck utility. And a Veeler is more consistent and you can make plays against other decks with. So I think I would have liked a Veeler in here as well. 1 Crow, 1 Veeler. And then I actually never sided Mind Control, but I would still side it. Because Mind Control is still a really good card.
So you're gonna play this next format?
I don't know about that. It may have a good Evil Swarm matchup. And
yeah,
it just
definitely.
depends. Constellars, maybe not so much, but you could still play it, but it's just not going to be good against Prophecy is the big thing. Is Prophecy is going to beat it like 90% of the time. Even if they go second, they still have a good matchup against you.
So what deck are you gonna play next format?
Probably Laval's.
Oh, balls.
Yeah, it's going to be exceeding. It's not going to be... Well, it's going to have a lot of Synchro Theory in it, but I'm going to try to make it more exceed Laval's than like Kazar Laval's. I think it's going to be a lot more consistent.
Makes more sense.
Yeah.
Or makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right, cool. And this is Stuart. I call him Stuart, but yeah, Michael. All right, thanks for watching, guys.